Hello, and welcome to the 13th episode of the Road to Greatness podcast. Uh, and we have everyone here this time.
Yippee!
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I just gonna obviously we're gonna do our usual thing where we just talk about our weeks that happened. Nathan and Michael met up for our con recently.
An
That was
excellent weekend. And truly
It was
peak
great.
weekend.
The best
Mhm.
birthday bash for Michael and Grant ever.
Birthday Bashington.
Yeah, Michael's 25 officially.
All right,
Woo!
quiet down.
That must
Say it a
suck
little
to be
quieter.
old.
Yeah.
Quarter of a century. That's
Okay,
crazy.
26 and 30.
So glad I'm not old like Michael.
I
Anyway.
will say, normally when it's like, oh, it's your birthday. Like, oh, do you feel any older? You're like, nah, it's just a day. And then woke up 25. Like, I feel older, man. Like, what the heck's going on? I was like, wait, I do. It's over. It's over. But yeah, it was a good birthday.
That's good.
I'm glad you had a good one. I might drink a little bit tonight, Michael. If you still want to drink a little
I
bit.
can probably find something, but I drank most of what I had last night.
Yeah, I
still
still
drink a
have some.
lot.
My brother recommended me this drink called Capriccio, and I'm gonna try to drink the rest of that. Thanks for recommending me that, Justin. But
He's
let's
gonna
get
listen.
on.
He's gonna listen.
He'll listen
Oh,
the
we'll
first
know.
3
We'll know
minutes.
if he listens.
He
We'll
heard
He's
know
our
if he
that.
listens.
number
If he
one fan.
Oh
besides
yeah,
Grant.
we found out my brother doesn't really listen to our podcast
Fake
like that.
fan.
Yeah, fake fan.
We said fake
Welcome
fan,
to-
then he said, who said I was a fan in the first place? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Double down.
Mhm.
yeah, the double down is crazy.
So, other than that, I'm going to. We can talk about we can talk about that. We right before the podcast. Some of us were a little late. Um, and we needed to. We were talking about the the next COD killer. You know what I mean? Next COD killer made by
Yes.
Ubisoft, X Defiant. Taylor was talking about how some streamers are talking about it and how it's plays. I don't feel like downloading it because it's not on Steam, right? Like you can't download it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so
Not
I'm
yet,
like,
anyway. Yeah.
yeah, I don't really feel like downloading it from Steam just to download their Ubisoft launcher. Well, I don't feel like downloading the Ubisoft launcher just to download the game as well.
I do
Because
hope
I'm
it
like,
doesn't be stuck on the Ubisoft launcher forever.
yeah, because that would literally kill the game that they want to be the the killer. It's like how Epic Game Store basically kills any game that's on it too.
I mean, even Epic Games is better than Ubisoft launcher.
You know,
Ubisoft.
you're not wrong.
But you are all correct. It's not great either.
Yeah. For this episode, I do want to say something. I'm gonna have a little special clip at the very end of this episode.
Oh,
Because the gameplay is going to be Dark Tide, which sometimes y'all have seen. And the context for that clip is that
oh no.
I cut out Michael. I didn't have Michael's audio recording, but
Oh no.
the context for that clip is that Michael. I told Michael to board
Can
the
I
ship.
defend myself?
You can't defend yourself.
Oh,
I told Michael to board the ship, and this guy turns around and starts shooting, and loses us the mission. But
it was like 5 seconds away from completing the mission.
Oh my.
Okay. In my defense, I did not realize that one person boarding the ship is the same as like everyone boarding the ship. I didn't know it was like one person makes it. It's like GG's. I thought I was like Saving Private Ryan, dude. I was like trying to stay back, like get the squad up, and then we just all died and failed the mission right at the very end. But that was my bad. That is obvious.
So wait, everybody had to board the ship?
No, they
No.
don't. I could have just ran up the ramp right in front of me.
Oh.
I literally could have just W keyed for like 2 more.
He went to the left. He veered to the he got on the ship. He was like on the
I
ledge,
was right there. I was right.
and then
there.
he turned around and veered to the left. And I'm like, what is going on? But it was funny, but honestly, it's still not completely Michael's fault. It's some of our teammates' fault. Those teammates were fucking dumbasses. The fucking ogre, and you will see it throughout the gameplay. Everyone, you'll sometimes see me swinging around, and you see the Ogren, who's like supposed to be our tank, swing at one enemy,
It kind of
and
looked
I'm
like
like,
a AFK computer game,
yeah.
actual
Hmm.
bot. I
I was
also
like,
died a shit ton that game.
He probably was in a very high octane
Uh,
meeting.
yeah.
I don't know, but
Hmm.
that's besides the point. We can continue the episode. I just want to have that special clip because we also have. I remember having like a special clip a while back with Nathan's friend, who recorded Nathan dying in Lethal Company.
That
But
was funny.
That shit was
yeah.
awesome.
So yeah. Everyone, we can talk about our weeks. I talked enough. Let's start with Michael.
So we had the anime trip, Animazement. That occupied that whole weekend. That was this past. What is today? Today is Saturday. So
Mhm.
1 week ago from today was like our main day of the convention when we were all in the thick of it. And Sunday we went our separate ways. Ryan went back super early. I went back like midday, late day. Um, then
I
I was
Ooh,
what's up?
I was gonna say I went to my friend's house and got majorly
Oh, that's
crunk.
right. That's right.
Majorly
Nathan still had
crunk.
a little party left to do.
And don't forget the dim sum.
True. Me, Nathan, Grant convened for dim sum. Pretty good. It's my first time trying it. I didn't really know what the heck anything I eat was, but I couldn't really tell you one thing I eat, but it was all pretty good.
It was awesome.
But yeah, and then until then, chilling. Yesterday was birthday, so that was all birthday boy activities. I also I had ordered way back. Remember when they were doing that little collaboration with the Van Gogh thing where like they had the Pikachu with like the like special Pikachu card that everyone's going crazy for. You know what I'm talking about? Like you had to go to the museum and like get it, and then it was like causing a bunch of problems because everyone was like trying to get a bunch and sell them and stuff like
Holy
that.
crap. Yes,
You guys
scalping.
remember
I didn't hear about this, but
that?
it yeah.
It was so it's yeah, it's just like a regular Pikachu card, but it's like drawn in the Van Gogh art style. It's
Hmm.
he's a cutie pie. But they were also selling like poster boards and canvas stuff that you could order online. Like you didn't actually have to like go in there and get one and like get the card. So this was like not a full year ago, but it was probably like last fall. So it was maybe like 3/4 of a year. And it was like, oh yeah, it's like all like made to order stuff, so it's gonna take forever. And then it's like I hadn't thought about it in forever, and I randomly got the email that it would be like shipping, and it just happened to get here yesterday. So I have a nice. It's like it looks really like professional too. It's like high quality, like a big like canvas. Um, this nice smiling Pikachu that arrived yesterday to now put up on my wall as well.
Hmm.
So that was like a birthday gift from me, past me to current me yesterday.
Oh, that reminds
Um,
me. You remember? I remember like it was either eighth grade or seventh grade where they told us to put something in a like envelope,
oh
and then
yeah, they give it to us like the
yeah,
end of the year. Like you write like a note to yourself or something.
yeah. I
Yeah,
remember I put like
that
ten
was a lot
bucks
of
in there.
fun. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
lot of fun. I remember that.
yeah. I put $10 in mine. I was like, oh,
But yeah, that was funny that it just happened to get here yesterday on my birthday. Now it's sitting right next to me. I haven't put it up yet. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing too crazy.
um, who's next? Who will go next? Let's go, Taylor. How's your week been?
Just work. Work. More or less. Do we watch anything? I've been watching a lot of not even playing Hearthstone. Watching more Hearthstone than playing. Um, what got back into Destiny? I guess into the tail end of this. How many hours I played it? Maybe like 8. I'd almost put a full
Oh,
shift in of
wow.
Destiny. I believe, sadly.
Yeah, I
Um,
playing with Taylor convinced my brother to play. That's how crazy it was.
that's actually wow. I'm sorry. Um, but other than that, not much going on. Um, just getting ready for like a whole big change at work. They're changing a whole different system, a different healthcare system. So that's gonna be like relearning the job almost.
Oh,
But other than that, yeah, it's been a pretty pretty good week, I would say.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, I didn't have any animazement in my week. Missed out.
Well,
hmm
I had a
Okay.
wondrous week. It started with Animazement, of course, like me and Michael and Ryan, and we already basically said all the stuff we did there. Then I played pool. Then I finished a song.
Oh, banger song, by the way. Banger.
Heck yeah, it was interesting. I've gotten comments back from like 4 people, and you and Justin were the first 2, and you just immediately came out the gates was like, it's a jungle song, and I was like,
Jungle
oh,
song.
it does sound like that. The flute I see now could be either. It sounds piratey to me, but it could definitely be jungly too. It makes perfect sense. Um, but that happened, and then Friday, yesterday, on Michael's beloved birthday, we played League of Legends for
Played a ton of
7
League.
That
hours
was depressing.
straight.
I don't know. That was like I
My
came in. I was like,
that was fun.
First time playing League in years, just for
We got
Michael's
him back.
birthday.
We got him back.
Also, by the way, when I got off last night, I slept horrendously. I didn't get to sleep
Oh,
until like 4:30, and then I woke up
Oh
today at
God.
like 1, and I
man,
still
just like
feel
me for real.
terrible.
I have a question, guys. Am I robotic? Because sometimes I'm here, y'all are robotic.
You sound normal right
You
now.
sound normal to me.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, good. Because I don't want the podcast, recording.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was actually depressing. I was like, y'all making this man play fucking League of Legends
A
on his birthday.
voluntary choice. They had asked me like a week in advance to play some on Friday. I had
And
a
then
fun time.
I had no idea it was gonna be your birthday.
I had a
What
bunch of alcohol
nice
to get me through it.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Did you ever hang out with Sam that day?
No, he came. He was here. He actually just randomly dropped out to work the day before, so Thursday we like hung out for a bit. And we were supposed to go eat dinner, but he had something come up, so we rescheduled. Do it later.
Got you. Lit. That's all for me. I've literally done chores and just read today. That's it.
Very nice.
Don't let my mom hear that, Michael.
Okay. Okay, dude.
well, we won't go into that.
No
But,
leak. No leak. No leak.
all right. For me, I will tell y'all a story about the animation for me because there was something that happened before animation. Because
Oh,
yeah,
the plane
no,
element?
the plane, yeah,
The
I almost
Boeing?
got Boeing. Yeah. Everyone kept saying, "Hey Ryan, stop calling it that. They might they might come after you." But I almost got Boeing. But we were talking about all this on podcasts, how they definitely did it. They were thinking about
Oh,
it.
I didn't say definitely. Me personally, I didn't say that. I said they're innocent until proven.
I mean, yeah.
I said
But
they're very innocent in my eyes.
But yeah, I got on. So before the plan for me going to animation was that I was going to. My brother was also getting on a flight because he had to go somewhere. And my plan was, I was like, oh, I can hang out with you because we're leaving on the same day. I can hang out with you, and we can go to the airport together.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't know his flight was at 7 o'clock in the morning, or
Hmm.
6 or 7 in the morning. So on the day of the first day of animation, which is technically on a Friday, I woke up at 4 o'clock, and I didn't. And that whole entire day, I didn't. I took small naps, but I didn't go to sleep until like what time? Like probably 12 because we had that drinking game, which we can go into detail about. We can talk about. We had the drinking game. And that was like at 12. So I didn't have much sleep, but but I get there and they tell him, and like I was like, okay, I'm gonna because Atlanta's a giant airport. They have like there's giant lines sometimes for things. It was funny. Checking our bags probably took longer than getting scanned. Uh getting through the security part
Hmm.
of like the airport, which is hilarious. But this is like around this time it's like 5 a.m. So it's like 5:40 a.m. So me and my brother, we're able to get into like the lounges, like the Delta Lounge, and this is
Mhm.
it's a really nice place to like chill out and like stay, and you don't get it's like you're not out and open. You get free food. It's mostly because of the free food. So we get free breakfast and stuff. I tried to go in the lounge, and we find out that a rule that you're not supposed to enter the lounge until it's 3 hours before your flight.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but honestly, that's uh, it's sort of a lie. It's yes, their rules are so inconsistent that it does not matter because they'll bend the rules for certain people.
Mm.
Because so they say, oh, we can't allow you to come in, and they were gonna try and move my flight, which is key. So they were about to move my flight, and I said, oh, never. And my brother was like, Ryan, don't move your flight. I was like, yeah, you're right, Michael, because Michael was gonna pick me up from the airport.
Mhm.
And Michael was not waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning
No,
to
he
pick
was
me up.
not.
All right. Well, okay.
Well,
If I
but
known in
Michael,
advance, I could have. To be clear. To be clear.
but what would we have done?
Right. That's the main point. We would have just been
Yeah, we would
stuck
have
there
been
for a
just
while.
doing nothing for like hours. Which I wasn't gonna. Obviously, I wasn't gonna like. I could have called. I mean, I could technically called it Mike and say, "Mike, wake up," or something. I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming way earlier than I expected." But I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna do that, Mike. Also, he probably wasn't awake at the time. No offense, Mike. Uh, and so they were about to move my flight, but we canceled it. And while we were talking about it, I was like, "Oh yeah, my bags are also being checked in," and they were like, "Oh, we'll move your bags." And then my brother was like, Ryan, don't do it. And I was like, you're right. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to cancel. I was like, I remember that someone has to pick me up. I wouldn't have anywhere to go. I don't have my suitcase and stuff. So I canceled it.
Mhm.
They sent my bag.
Uh-oh.
His bag
Yes.
beat him there.
The bag was there for an additional, was there for about 5 hours ahead of me.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to
Luckily, it
go to
was
like
just
the station or something, or?
I picked it up at the station, but that's
Mm.
I'll continue. So I had to be at the airport for addition there for 7 hours extra. I was there
Mhm.
for additional 7 hours. So on the fourth hour, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna see if I can get in the lounge." But I didn't go to the same lounge that I went before. I went to a different one, and this is where it's key. So I have the card that allows me to get into lounge is a Mastercard, and it's my parents' money. So
Mhm.
my parents have a really good high up card. And my parents were like, I have phone calls before where they said, "Oh yeah, if you have this card, you can just get in. They don't care. They really will bend the rules for you." So I go to a different one. They see my card. They say, "Oh, you're not supposed to come in yet." And then they see the card and they're like, "Oh no, we can get you in."
Ho ho.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so they get me inside, and I was like, that that bitch in the other lobby. Eh, it was probably her first day, and she probably didn't want to break the rules, she just didn't know. But like, I was out in like the open lobby, and I bought overpriced food. And I was
Mhm.
like, because I wanted to save money so I can buy stuff at the con. I did get a
Mhm.
couple things at the con that I am happy about, but
Mhm.
I wanted to get more things at the con. I wish I could but I bought food. I was like trying to make sure I didn't spend any extra money that I need to. So when I finally so we another 4 hours pass and I get on my plane finally. And when I get on my plane, something happens. They say, "Oh, something hit our plane. We need to make some technical issues to make sure the engine's okay."
Uh,
So this is my thing where I said, "Oh, I almost got Boeing." Because they're like, "Oh yeah, we gotta cancel it. We gotta hook y'all back up to the station. We gotta check all this stuff. An additional hour goes by. You know." And I was like, I jokingly say I got Boeing, but it wasn't. Obviously, it was safe, probably. But
Probably.
yeah. And then I finally made it to North Carolina. I was like, and so then I called up Michael. I said, "Hey, Michael, are you on your way?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He was like, we were almost making perfect timing. And then I was like, "Man, my bag is not coming out." So I checked the app, and it said, and I was like, I looked at the time, and I was like, "Okay, why does it say it's on the belt?" and then I see it was moved to the thing 3 hours before I landed, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot
It's
of
been
sense.
here the whole time.
And then I was like, I'm so glad no one stole it because I literally went up to the guy. Anyone can steal those bags, by the way. I went up to the guy and said, "You need to see my code." He's like, "Nah, you good."
We
My
don't really
kind of
give a
guy.
Hey,
damn.
speaking of terrible airplane experiences, a couple of my friends, actually the ones you guys met, they were dealing at the con.
Mm.
Mhm.
They went to Pakistan for
Okay.
um sister-in-law's wedding,
Oh, I can't wait to
and
go to Pakistan.
um
I can.
this was several weeks ago,
How dare you?
and when they were gonna fly back,
Mm.
that's when Israel started bombing shit.
Oh,
So they got their flight got delayed due to inclement weather, is what they told them. And then they go and find out it's because everything got shut the fuck down when the bombing started happening. So they had to stay like an extra day or two because of that before they were able to actually they start flying stuff again. So that was terrifying, I'm sure.
Yeah, that. I bet.
That's all I got.
I freaking wish I went.
Huh?
What?
I
What?
went.
Huh?
What? I wish I went to that con.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, no, I want
oh,
to go to
oh.
Pakistan anyway. But that's
important. Important subject change. You
Yeah, yeah.
gotta indicate. You gotta
well, no, I
open
do.
up with saying con before just saying I wish I went.
No, no. I look forward to going. Shout out to Chestnut. I need him to make everything happen so I can go to Pakistan. But
Hmm?
it'll be fun. I need him to go ahead and propose. You listen to this Chestnut, make it happen. So I can go to Pakistan.
What is going up with Chestnut? Does he have a Pakistani girlfriend? What is going on here?
Something like that.
Yo,
Shout out to him
shut up.
all
if
right.
he listens.
When are we going to Japan?
Stop. Let's not bring this
Oh,
up in the podcast. Let's
don't
stop.
even get
No,
me
Let's
no.
not.
started.
Don't bring. Let's not bring that up in the podcast right now. We have that plan next year, but
Okay.
that's still a lot of costs and expenses that we have to like work towards. You know.
All right.
Next fall,
Well,
next year. That's
Yeah,
how.
Supposed to be
like,
next. Supposed to be
So
next
next
fall.
fall? Next fall is in
2025.
like 3 months. Let's go.
okay, this guy.
next fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, no buzz down
Um.
for this year. So 2025.
So I'm trying to think.
About
Oh,
Japan.
did we didn't really talk about X Valiant. We were talking about it earlier, Taylor. Want to discuss that real quick?
I mean, it's a pretty good free to play. And I think that's the key piece of it is that it's free to play. Because if it was 70 bones, I would
70
Mm.
stones, 70 racks, 70 big
yeah,
ones.
I couldn't. I don't know if I could uh defend it nor play it, but it's very good for a free to play game. The leveling of the guns is a little bit slow, but they give you enough boosters and
For
like double
now.
XP opportunities, especially with like Twitch Prime and stuff like that, to where it's definitely worth. Um, I do wonder if they can keep the content like coming, because right now it's just preseason, and so they're gonna start season one. I don't know how long. It's on a battle pass already. They got a preseason battle pass and everything,
Is the
and the
game officially
cosmetics look
out?
good. Hmm.
Or is it
Yep, it's
so it's
out.
not in pre-release yet?
Mm-mm. It's out. It's out.
Oh, well.
So it's really good. Game modes are fun. They have a payload one that's very fun. Domination's good. There is a bootleg version of kind of like Kill Confirm, which is pretty fun. I think those are the only three that I've really played. Oh, and they have a hardpoint one that's really good too.
Hard. Love that.
But yeah, like the characters, they have some abilities. It's kind of Black Ops 4ish, which it's really making me want to like straight up just play Black Ops 4 and just like into Affinity and beyond. Because it is amazing. I know some people didn't like Black Ops 4 for the heroic parts of it, like, oh, we have this hero, da da
I like the
da, they got
operators.
skills. Yeah, I like that too. It was a
I
fun
mean, I like
time.
three. I think I like three more though. Still.
3 was fun. Yeah, 3 of which I like better. That's tricky. I like three's search better. 3 search and destroy was so much more fun, but that's just more on the map side of things. I think I enjoyed Black Ops 3's maps better.
For
But
3, oh
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, you
Yeah.
get.
So for 3, I like almost everything except the. I know you don't really care for the story, but I think I liked everything except for the story in 3 because story didn't even have a. Did 3 even have a story, Michael? I don't think that was the one that didn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think 3 didn't even have a story, and that's why people got mad, got a little. Wait, no, it did. It had that weird story where your character technically was dead, and you're playing like you're like the guy who was helping you out, who was going through PTSD and stuff.
That does
But
sound familiar, but it's been so long that I can't even remember the details of like the story was.
yeah, it was a good story for
Mm,
it was a good like psychological story. It had good like ideas for psychological, but for actually like this for anything else, it was probably one of their middling stories.
mhm.
Because everyone was attached to like all the characters from 1 and 2, so yeah.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I can bet that.
hmm So, and then 4 didn't have a story. 4 had the like tutorial thing, but in my opinion, I love 3 more.
Mm,
I did like the movement. I like the characters that you could play, like
mhm.
the specialists and zombies. So they had, in my opinion, that's when I actually played zombies. Though I played
Mm.
Drakenzak.
That was so fun.
Yeah,
So very fun.
it's so good. 3 is so good, and I also have a very what is the word I'm looking for? I have a lot of love for it because yes, it had supply drops, but I was able to get every single DLC weapon out of there, and that's before I was like buying everything. So like I got lucky with like the daily doubles that you used to be able to get
Oh,
every day.
the
Mhm.
Jeopardy playing
Yeah, you remember that used to get 2 rare supply drops for like two
Oh, that does
like
sound
20 crypto
familiar.
keys.
Not the
Remember
I
crypto
forgot
keys?
the crypto points or whatever they. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
dude, I used
Yeah,
to get
that's
the
Holy,
daily
CP.
it
double
has
every
been a
day.
while, dude. It has
CP
been.
Forget a
guys.
daily
Oh,
challenge,
don't
dude.
abbreviate the crypto points right. No.
Oh
So
no.
good.
Like I
And
think abbreviated on
especially,
the coin.
They did abbreviate on the coin.
but see, what made this one so good is I was in a down spiral, dude. So you know I love ghosts.
What? What do you mean
We're
you
not
were
gonna
in
go.
down? Dude, this is
We
a
didn't
tough
have to
time in my
bring it
life
up.
when I was
It
playing
was a
these
tough.
supply drops.
I was a big fan of Call of Duty Ghosts, but next year they gave me Advanced Warfare. Now I was good at Advanced Warfare, but it was trash in my opinion. But then I thank thank God that happened because Destiny came out.
Maybe
And
stronger.
Destiny came out in 2014, so it kept me in the loop. So at that point, I was Destiny and Call of Duty. Then Black Ops 3 came out. I was like, oh, I needed this so bad because Advanced Warfare is so trash. Because in Advanced Warfare, I think I only put a day in. That's sad for
Oh,
me.
a
That's
Holy Milk
rough.
King, only 24 hours of gameplay?
Yeah, maybe a little over a day.
You didn't even give it a chance.
In Ghosts I have over like 34 or 36 days. Like I was gaming in Call of
Oh,
Duty
we know
Hey,
Ghosts.
that
man,
game was awful.
you almost scared
So
me.
many days in that.
I'm
Oh,
not gonna lie,
stop.
you almost scared me. I thought Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was 10 years old. It's not yet. Oh,
No, next year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, much better. In the world.
Next
Only
year.
9 years old.
But it was so big because Destiny was out PS 3, I got PS4, and then you got Black Ops 3 on PS4. So good, man. Oh my goodness. And the DLC weapons were amazing, dude. The Marshall, oh dude, don't get me started with the shotgun
Oh,
pistol. Oh, dude, the AN-94 that was in that game.
I I remember in the DLC we had a friend on PlayStation
Mhm.
named Deathmatch 2000. Michael, remember him?
that's Brady.
Yeah,
Goated
I didn't want to
name.
say his real name.
Man, it
I
is a
didn't want
go
to
to
say his
There
real
name.
you
name,
go.
but
Sorry, I just fucking doxed.
yeah.
Bad.
No, you're good.
He's a handsome white man who was nasty on the sticks. That's all you need to know.
What?
Yeah, I remember when I opened
Hey,
my
oh.
first like pack, and it was like when they first released a DLC weapon. It was the
Mm.
FAMAS. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I got
Mm.
the FAMAS." He was like, you really got the FAMAS?" I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Drop it every time." He's like, "Well," I said, "Just run behind me. I'm gonna die anyways."
Drop it every
So
time.
good times.
Mm,
Life was so simple back then.
mhm.
Mm. But yeah, um, but when it comes to between those two, Black Ops 4, I love the competitive nature of it. Um,
Did
like
Black Ops 4 have
I
League play?
it did. It did have
Kinda,
league
I
play.
kinda feel like I remember that.
Yeah, and I didn't play that league play necessarily, but every game, this is when SBMM was going crazy at the wazoo. Every game's a sweat fest.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And then this was the last one, but this is another key part. It was the last Call of Duty that had a lobby system to where it didn't disband after every game. You could talk trash in the lobby. Black Ops 4 was. And it's so good, man. Every blue moon, I'll go back to it and put some games in, and they
Do you
still doing
really?
the same thing. Yeah, every like usually on
Yes.
stream. I'll hop on
I
it right
I
where I get
kinda
to.
do feel like I remember one throwback stream
Yeah,
a while
I'll
ago.
go back on it and I'll play some search. And these kids are like, bro, how is he doing?
Open mic, baby.
Yeah, open, so good.
I,
And
I
then
will
Call
say
of Duty fell
this.
off a cliff.
Hmm?
I mean, I liked Black Ops 4 was right before they did their new engine. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm gonna say this. I wish I played more Black Ops 4. I think that was when I was in my real I think was that when Destiny 2 started getting really good.
Destiny 2
Maybe.
dropped in 2017. That was September of 2017.
Oh,
So yeah. Well, this is the year before. That was World War II then. So that would have been year what? A full year one? Like you're going into year two of Destiny 2. Year two of Destiny 2. So yeah, could have been.
then never mind. I didn't. I guess it just was. I was starting off in college,
Or
and my
that might, yeah,
PC.
that'd do it too.
Yeah, and I think my PC wasn't that good. Yeah, I think that's when like I had my what's it called? Alienware laptop.
Mm.
And did we? I don't think we didn't know each other. Like I knew Kira and
Oh no,
Chestnut.
during that time I didn't know y'all.
Yeah, I think we didn't meet you yet. So I think we only
Mm-mm.
knew like Chestnut or something because I remember playing like the battle royale with them and
Yeah,
like
so
spamming
you would have played. Yeah, if you knew Kira, then this is Black Ops 4 time is when I discovered the Xpar's Twitch stream.
Yo,
Um, I was there
I was
for
there too.
for
My
viewer
one viewer,
Andy.
my one viewer,
I
Commander
was
Root
there.
and Taylor No Gang holding it down.
I'd be there. I would go to sleep literally to like to random
Did you
stream.
really?
Yeah, I would go to sleep
That's
to
kind
just
of
random.
wholesome. Wait, that's kind of wholesome.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, and that's what I do even today. Like if there's a small streamer, I'll talk and then I'll just like fall asleep. Be like, all right, cool. I'm just set this up over here and then let
Wow.
them talk away. But yeah, this is I've known them all of them since I guess Ghost. Except I didn't make Kira till 2015, I believe. Um, or a little after that. That's crazy. That's actually wild when you really think about it. Like knowing
Mhm.
somebody for over 10
Mhm.
years at that point just by
Yeah.
video games. Um, but yeah, I guess I didn't know y'all. I didn't meet
Hello.
2019. I think I didn't meet y'all till 2019.
Neat.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. It was like junior year of college. Yeah.
It took me a while to be very active in here.
Yeah, I think it's 2019 is when I met y'all the very first time. I would say it's crazy. Time is flying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got on X to find. Great game, especially for a free to play. Um, uh, on PC, yeah, you do gotta download the Ubisoft thing, but like consoles, you can just download it. s- Excuse me, through the regular store. It's pretty good.
I'm
I
rusty
would
on the
recommend it.
sticks. I'm rusty on the sticks. I can't play that. Can't do
No,
it.
you can't. You
Can't go
can't.
back.
There's no skill based matchmaking. That's the best thing that everybody does like about it. They took it away. So there's a welcome playlist to where from level 1 to level 25, there's only people that can get into that particular
We'll fit it
playlist.
up in there, baby. New
Yeah.
account, run it.
And then once you're in the wild, like if you're just in just any other
Wow.
playlist, there's no skill based matchmaking. They have a ranked mode, I believe, that might have skill based matchmaking, or it's either depending on just the rank that you have and you just playing. But there's no skill based matchmaking, so it is very fun in that regard. because every game is a different beast. Like you think that you might, dude, I might look like freaking, I don't know, freaking
LeBron.
prime Nade shot out here, dude.
Oh,
And
oh, that's a tough comparison. He just got washed.
he did get washed by face,
That's
man. Couldn't
rough.
be me, but
Wait, Face Bank actually beat him?
yes, beat him what 20-5.
25. That's
That's actually crazy. Like
get.
that,
How did he get done like that?
I, there must be some under the table dealings, because ain't no way.
Yeah, dude, they must have the money line going on, dude.
Because the gap being that large
Yeah.
seems insane to me.
Right.
Now I didn't watch it, but I mean that just seems wild to me.
That was a fluke.
Maybe, I don't know.
There is no way he actually lost that hard. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. That just seems kind of weird to me. But you know, I don't know.
This guy is continuously playing. He lost to a fucking scammer. I can't. Oh.
See, that's
He
what
lost to a scammer.
that
Bro.
it is pretty true. But I just don't know. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't say. Just
I have to
I
see
guess
this. This
phase up.
guy.
I don't know. No.
Nah, fuck, dude. Someone Banks. Someone must have been playing for Banks. Like, what was Nate Shot doing? If I was Nate Shot, I would be practicing so fucking hard to fucking roast.
Maybe that
I
was
think
his
he was.
thing.
I think he
Maybe
was. That's
phase.
the thing.
Yeah. Maybe Banks was training, and Nate just was like, "Oh, dude, I
No,
just
I
hop
think. I
on."
think. Right. That's the thing. I think Nate Shot was. He like plays regularly.
Yes, he
Mm.
So it's
plays
even
regularly.
worse.
I
It's
would have
even
been
worse.
tryharding. Yeah, like I'm like, bro, you play regularly. Like, what is going on? How did that happen?
Mm-mm. I don't know, but they allegedly they did it. But yeah, that's my piece on X Defiant.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's move from the X Defiant conversation. What was we were talking about? I remember my brother was talking about, like, we were gonna talk about something yesterday on the episode, and we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna save it for the episode so you can watch the episode and actually figure it out.
Oh, the PlayStation State of Play.
Oh yeah, the state of play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they announced the next Monster Hunter, which was pretty. That's my most hyped thing I
Dude,
saw.
the gameplay looks pretty sick.
Yeah,
It
I'm
does
I'm
look pretty
probably
nice.
I'm definitely gonna play that on the PS5 because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to either upgrade my PC or fix my PC, because right
Mm-hmm.
now my PC is a little broken. I can still play some high intensity games, like, but I basically my PC is running at like 75% of the power because
Oh.
one of my RAM cards. So what, you remember how I asked you, did you have an extra RAM card, Taylor?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was that while I was trying to fix my fan,
Mm-hmm.
turns out I picked up my CPU, and you know how like the CPU pins are, and they can mess up. You don't, you're not kept too careful.
Mm-hmm.
I must have knocked a pin or damaged a pin or like damaged a pin, because one of the pins that I damaged caused a half of my RAM cards to not work. Like half my RAM slots to not work at all. And my PC will not turn on if there's anything in those RAM slots.
Oh, you need a. Oh, that means you need like a whole new motherboard.
Yeah, and so I am like I'm like I can't afford that just yet. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I would probably rather, in all honesty, get a new like start working on building a completely new PC,
Mm-hmm. That's
because
what
I
I
think,
need to want to do too, but money sucks. Ugh.
yeah, recently, yeah. Uh, there was a thing that happened, and I was with my parents, and I was like, okay, uh,
Oh, you good?
yeah. Oh, but other than money, uh, I did finally decide to play Warhammer 40K on
Mm-hmm.
the tabletop version of the game, and I did the wise decision in not buying models and painting them, because that would have been super expensive. I went and played it on Tabletop Simulator, and I played my first game with a person on in a Discord. It took me it it was supposed to be like a two. The game is technically like the game that we played was supposed to take about 2 hours. It took us 4 hours, about 4 hours to get through the entire game. But that was because I was learning and I was trying to figure out stuff. And while I was playing, I enjoyed it, and I definitely want to. I'm down to play it again, but I haven't played it again. And I was like making my armies, but a good time playing. There's some rules that I'm like a little iffy about, like the like how do you decide who you're gonna hit, how you decide to hit when you're like shooting at someone.
Hmm.
But other than that, it was a pretty fun time. Definitely recommend it. Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it from um what is their called? The Games Workshop. Unless you really want to like paint the models and stuff, or if you don't want to pay their absorbent price, go on like a third party website.
Hmm.
I personally feel obligated to at least buy one of their things from their own website. I feel like I should at least buy one thing from their website because I don't because I feel bad for like like stealing like basically playing the game for free
Mm.
in a way that they probably in a non-official way. But to be fair, I have like bought multiple of their like third party licensed games.
Well,
But
sounds like you
yeah,
put your money in already.
it's not saying it's, you're it's not made by them, and they don't get all the profits. But I
Mm.
feel like at least should play their one official thing that they own, that they
Hmm.
made, even though they're a scummy company. But yeah, yeah, and I think right now that's about it. I just been kind of chilling. Uh, yeah. Got any other stories going on, guys?
Um. Well, the state of play, we can go over that real quick,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
since we'll give them a reason to listen. Um. The state of play one, it was dropped randomly, not random. Okay, let me retract. Two
Oh yeah, yeah.
days
Good games.
before they announced it, and it was kind of seen as almost like an afterthought, so no one thought anything big was announced. Although there was some pretty cool stuff that was announced.
Or
First,
leaked.
Concord. I'm kind of excited for it. It looks interesting. There's already some infighting on Twitter. The same
Whoa.
idiots who are kind of doing like the sweet baby whatever thing, like oh, not my kind of game, or they're doing the whole like DEI. So apparently there's not a white person in this. They showed in this gameplay trailer, so they're very upset.
What?
Yes,
No white
it's a
people.
state. Yeah, very very disrespectful.
Where can I get my pitch for that? This is
Apparently Apparently, they were very upset about that on Twitter today.
rightfully
At least I
so.
saw. Oh, but anyway, it looks almost
Ah,
basically like a it's an Overwatch game. It's a multiplayer. What do you call it, like a it's FPS PvP. Characters, they have abilities and everything, and so they talked about it a few days before the state of play. And oh, this is another big thing that people are upset about is that when they do have single player games and experiences, they will not be doing day and date with those. So
can you
people
break
Yeah,
are
can
as
you
upset
rephrase that?
because
What's that? I mean,
so basically like for the next God of War, they're not doing it. It's not dropping on PlayStation and PC. They're not doing what Xbox does. They're
oh, they're
still going
keeping
to
it
drop it
exclusive.
on, yeah, still
Okay.
console exclusive, and then they'll drop it on PC, 2 years later. Basically what they did yesterday too. They talked about it, the next God of War. So, um,
Where does
but
the
all
story even
their
go from? I was just
oh,
reminded of
because you
you
still
not
that
follow
great
the
remember
sun.
that
You
Atreus?
great
just
Taylor.
follow Atreus.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's like
I don't think Kratos is done because
no,
there's
He's
a
it's
done.
piece.
just like I remember watching Taylor finish that game. You just feel so content, man. You're just like, this is it, man. Like this is just peak storytelling. Like you can go sit down and you can go to bed happy with a smile on your face too. Like you just be smiling about it. But yeah,
uh,
his story will be cool.
yeah,
I love his
it's gonna
story.
be cool, and I don't think Kratos is completely done either because there was another piece like on just
Yeah.
on the back end. I don't think he's done. But they did announce because PlayStation now has two co-CEOs uh that all of their multiplayer things because they're whole trying to do these big
Live
multiplayer
service.
games. They're gonna be day and date with console and PC. So Concord comes out on August 23rd. It looks kind of interesting. I'll probably play it on PC. If we're gonna do both. So that's gonna be good. It'll be interesting. And then we also got to see how they're gonna handle the whole PC. I mean, I guess they did it with Ghost of Tsushima, and they're gonna do it with God of War, where you need the PSN in order to do like anything online.
That's so bad for business.
Yeah, it is. I would agree.
Yeah, it's like, bro, just say that if you want to get your accounts there, people buying your game is more. I feel like it's more important for people to buy your game than to
Hmm.
play, to be on your stupid service, because they're not paying money to be on your service.
I would agree,
Yeah,
and I really do hope they change it because the more people, especially on a multiplayer game, the more people in general is what you need. When it's a single player, who gives a crap? Like, no
yeah.
offense, but no offense.
Cool.
Don't get me wrong. I
Whatever.
want the great people of Puerto Rico to play a single player experience. But look, if you can't get it on the
Sounds like you're
PC,
leaving
then
them in the dust.
no, no, no. They just might
Leaving
have
them
to
out
get a
to dry.
console, sadly.
Oh,
But anyway, we'll move to the next game.
they
The next
settlers
game,
there?
God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC. So after like they said, like basically 2 years, they're giving it on PC. It apparently is gonna have ultra wide display support. And people are jumping in for joy for that. It's gonna have DLSS, and it also comes with Valhalla DLC right off the rip, which is
That's
Wait.
a cool.
a big dub.
Okay, Taylor, I have a question. So
Hmm.
you're saying the Concord game didn't
Uh
have a
huh.
white person, right?
Allegedly,
Okay, literally one of the people is alien, and he looks like he's basically white
he's
adjacent.
what? Yeah, I know. He's the green guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
What did you call me?
look, we can't call the white people aliens now. Let's
Whoa!
simmer down. Let's
That's
simmer
our word.
down. But there were look, Twitter was in a flame about it, and they were Sony's going woke. Like, dude, how many times are people going woke? We gotta stop, dude. We gotta stop. Everybody's been going woke at this point. Um, woke doesn't even hold the same. Anyway,
Yeah,
Ragnarok
yeah.
comes out September 19th. So everybody's super excited about that one. Astro Boy is back. The
Astrobot.
game that came, yeah,
Astrobot.
Astro Bot,
Astro
not Astro
Boy.
Boy.
If you can't say Astro Boy,
Yeah, that's
that's
okay.
Big
copyright.
They won't
difference.
sue me. They
Big
won't sue me.
difference.
But the game that came with the console is
Mm-hmm.
back for a new one. It's just called, I believe it's just Astro Bot is the game that is called
It's
now.
it's Astrobot, and then yeah.
And I'm actually excited for it because it looks kind of cool. It's crazy that I'm probably spending $70 on this game. But that comes out on September 6th.
Yeah.
Um,
Marvel
After
Rivals.
that, you got Marvel Rivals. Yeah, that came. I still don't really know how I feel about it. It looks interesting. Um,
Third person Overwatch. Yep.
yeah, it just looks interesting. I feel like it could be good, but I don't know.
It's a skip for
Eh,
me, honestly.
yeah, it depends. I feel like they can, if they put in the right time. You can give me some great voice lines. I don't know. I could be tempted. Monster Hunter.
The voice lines.
The voice lines make a big difference. Monster Hunter looks cool. I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan because, dude, maybe it might just be my psyche. I just don't get like I get the appeal of slaying big things. But the piece of like I guess like just hunting them to hunt them and there I don't know if there's a true story to Monster Hunter at all.
This
You
one
do
And there
has a
might
progress.
story.
be.
There is a story. Yeah.
There is a story. Okay, cuz
Like
to
not
me,
obviously it's not connected. Like all the other games are they're their own self-contained stories.
okay,
Mostly.
cuz I bought one a while back and I tried it. I was just like, dude, why do
Which
I
one did you
care
play?
about killing this bird? Like I just don't care. And we're about to
I,
slay it up. I feel like this. I'm not a PETA person, but like this is making me very PETA-ish. Like I don't know
That's
what.
they
really
literally say they're bad for the environment. Like literally, some of them are
their
bad for the environment.
nuances.
Yeah.
I
Their
mean, but dude, let them do
nuisance.
what
I
they
gotta say
doing. Cause
nuance.
but I
Nuisance.
think this is not the game for me. Although I do enjoy watching this. Like when Maximilian, he's a big Monster Hunter today. He loves to play Monster Hunter. When he plays, and like if I catch his stream, I watch it. But I can tell you, as cool as it did look, the gameplay looked very dope. I'm not touching it, but it looks amazing, and I will really look forward to watching somebody play it. But
What if
yeah,
it's on Game Pass? Are we getting you? Can we get you in? Can
no,
we find a
I
way?
No,
don't
it's
own
not gonna
Game
be on Game
Pass.
Pass.
You
It's
know
not.
me. I want to
Oh,
own my games.
It will not go on Game Pass, Michael. What are you talking about?
I thought he would have
If you
somehow
get that
just
on
got it
Game
by
Pass,
proxy by now.
I think Microsoft would do better with this being on Game Pass than Call of Duty. But that's just me in there.
I
Um,
don't know what they're dumb for putting it on Game Pass. Putting Call of
I
Duty on
Mhm.
Game Pass is such a bad idea.
I think so too, because a lot of
It
people buy it for the campaign, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah.
I mean,
The thing is, like you're gonna buy, you're gonna like Xbox Game Pass. I get that. I guess they're gonna hope that a lot of people forget, but you're losing so much. You're leaving losing
a
so
lot
much
of money
money in
on
my
the
opinion.
table.
Yeah, like you're leaving so much money because I'm like, Call of Duty is already the most like the one of the biggest games. You don't think that some people are just gonna get it for a month and then unsubscribe from your
Bingo.
subscription? Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
what I was
bro,
thinking.
you can. I as a business person, I would say fuck those people. Give me $70.
Mm-hmm.
I want that $70 from you because you're gonna because you're not even gonna play Call of Duty after a month. Someone I feel like what would you say, like 80% of the people that buy Call of Duty don't play after the first month or two, and then you
I
got
would
like
feel that way.
another,
Yeah.
and then you got the other people that buy it during
Black
Christmas.
Friday. Yep.
Plus,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. What do we call them? It's
Christmas
like Christmas
noobs.
noobs. Yep. Christmas
Mm-hmm.
noobs.
Do those even exist anymore?
Yes.
Like
It depends.
a endangered species, an extinct breed from better days.
It exists. It just depends. I mean, hey, if I was like super tough on my time and everything is like bill to bill, check to check kind of thing, and you know I gotta wait till the Black Friday hit so I can get like Call of Duty for $30-$20, and yeah, them noobs are real. Uh, but yeah, I think it's a bad move. I don't. I'm with you. I think 70 just right off the rip is better because here, like, you know me, I don't touch campaigns, so I'm legit opposite. But you have people to be like, "Oh yeah, dude." If you go to any YouTube video and they talk about Call of Duty, literally a lot of things like, "Yeah, guys, new Call of Duty's coming out. Their campaigns are always good." So that means they are literally paying $60 to $70 to play that campaign, not touch the multiplayer. And you lose that if you're gonna tell me that you're gonna pay, I don't know, maybe 10 for the special offer, maybe 15 a month. So they do that one time, that's a lot of money that's lost. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if the multiplayer is A1, like some real good Treyarch multiplayer, there's a possibility. But I just don't see it, man. I do not see it. But
Yeah.
it is still go ahead and use the line Xbox. What's Xbox Game
If it
Pass?
ain't
It's
broke, don't fix. Oh,
no, no,
wait,
no.
which line
What's
are we?
it's the
Sorry.
best what?
The best a man can get.
Best deal in game.
That was the
It's
best
best.
deal in gaming.
It's the best deal in game. Let's
That's
go,
all.
Yeah.
That's
Michael,
all
my
people
brother.
keep talking about. It's the best deal in gaming.
Yeah.
Okay, best deal in gaming. Last thing I actually, well, there's two, technically three things.
There's a
Silent Hill
lot of
2.
things. Yeah, Silent Hill.
I actually want to play this. So, I think I
Did you
showed
play
y'all
the
the
first one?
channel. I've never played the first one. I've seen the
Well,
first and I've seen the second. I saw this 480p on my iPod Touch second generation, dude, and 480p. I literally found the video. I think it was me and X Bars one time, and I showed him. I was like, "Yeah, dude, like this is literally me watching
Yeah.
this like way back when," and like I didn't even really watch it because I kind of like had it tilted away, like from my face. Like, I think it's scared. But Silent Hill 2 has some of the craziest sounds that I can remember from back in the PS2 days. So I'm really looking forward to playing this, but I need to play the first kinda. And
mm-hmm.
I don't think they never remade the first one. So I think I'm just gonna have to struggle and like play something
Over it.
old. Yeah.
Can I want to talk about the next game they revealed? But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, go
go
for
ahead.
it.
Well, no, you could. Were you done talking
Oh
about
well, yeah,
Silent
Silent
Hill?
Hill 2. The trailer looks dope. Looks scary. I don't like scary games, but I do like a good story. And I kind of maybe I do like survival horror, like when you got a piece and you got to figure out the puzzle. That is fun. About horror games. That's probably the only thing that's really fun about horror games. Um, but I'm really looking forward to it. Trailer's dope. That's October 8th. All right.
Next game they reveal is Dynasty Warriors. It Origins, which is a return of the game. The game hasn't been out for the game hasn't had a true release since 2018 because there are all these other games that Nintendo was making, like Hyrule Warriors I don't Fire Emblem Warriors, I believe, and like
Mm.
they kept making those, like, but that's not really the people that made the original Dynasty Warriors. I My introduction to Dynasty Warriors was with the Gundam games that they had
Mm,
made a while back, and I love the. I actually am low key. I like Dynasty Warriors.
Mm.
I'm not
So
familiar at all.
yeah,
I'm not familiar with them.
I think I might actually get this one and play it because I'm tempted because I'm like, oh, if it intrigues me enough, I might actually be down to play Dynasty Warrior Origins. But if anyone knows a quick history of Dynasty Warriors, the original like couple Dynasty Warriors were based off like the Three Kingdom era of like China, the China Three Kingdom stuff. So it
Oh.
is a
Also, it
very
has Lubu.
uh I think so.
Oh,
They have like
none could
all the
outlast
characters.
him. I don't know if you know, but
Hmm?
none could outlast him. That was his thing. At least in Hearthstone, is what he says. Anyway, continue. Continue. Right.
But yeah, Dynasty Warriors, like it was like it's just based off that. It's loosely based off like the three. I think it's Three Kingdoms stuff.
Okay.
So it because you sometimes when you like look at the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors, you're like pretty sure that's not what they did in real life. Like sometimes like jumping through air, double jumping, it's not that's not very realistic. You
Yeah.
said you said Lubu?
Yeah, Lubu.
Yes, they had him.
Oh, he's pretty goated.
Mhm. But he was probably he was on the top. He was in front of the screen all the time. But
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah. Then the next game, if you want, we can continue. I picked up a list of
Oh,
all the
okay.
games.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
just. I'm just using this thing off Twitter. We got Path of Exile is coming, or Path of Exile 2.
Yeah.
It's coming to PlayStation. I've seen gameplay of it. I guess just the one that was on PC, which looks cool. Never played it. Um, it looks like Diablo, basically.
It
It
is.
might be better. I don't
It
know.
was the spiritual successor. So the original Path of Exile is a spiritual
Hmm.
successor of Diablo 2 because they didn't like how Diablo 3 played. So
Hmm.
Path of Exile was like a more advanced version of Diablo 2, and now they're updating it and making their own. They're making a second game, and the second game looks very good and
Hmm.
interesting.
Do we think it's better than Diablo 4 currently?
We don't know yet because it hasn't really. I'm pretty sure people have probably play tested it, and maybe it is. But
Mm.
like, there's something to have in Path to Exile that people don't like, and some people like. Diablo is the simpler version of Path to Exile because if you look at the skill tree for Path to Exile 2,
Hmm.
you would say I'm done. It's a quick screen. It's I'm gonna send y'all the image of the Path to Exile skill tree.
Doesn't it
And
scroll for like years and years and years and years?
It's wild.
How do you even
I
capture it in
played
one
it once.
image? Can't you just like mouse over it like
I don't know. This
forever?
we're just gonna have to zoom out
Like
and
zoomed out, zoomed out.
yeah, we and Taylor, you can tell me what you think. Yeah, Nathan, you how much Path to Exile have you played?
Oh, I only played a few hours, but I like looked at the skill tree and it gave me well, it's
Oh
like
my
I
gosh.
don't
Oh
know if they changed
man,
the shape
that's
instant.
crazy.
Let me see. Yeah, it's like it
Well, it's
reminds
kind
me
of
of the
awesome though.
sphere
It's literally
grid from
art.
Final Fantasy X.
It's
I
literally
love
art.
the sphere grid. So that honestly, the skill tree was 99% of the reason I played Path of Exile, and then I stopped shortly after because I cannot stick to Diablo games like at all,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
unfortunately.
Uh
Hmm.
The skill tree's
the
cool.
thing yeah, the skill tree, the thing is, like if you mess up on the skill tree, like it was sad sometimes because people were like I was watching a podcast and it was like a short of a podcast and the lady was like, yeah, I wanted to play Path to Exile, but while I was streaming it, the people that were watching me, I literally clicked on one button, they said no. and
Ruined.
then
Ruined it.
I was like, I'm done. She basically quit after that because she was like, any like small difference if you don't build correctly, it you're done.
You're
You don't do
triggering.
success.
I would think that there should be free respecking in that game.
It is, but but it's just like I don't know. I'm
I
like
guess if you have to push that many buttons, it could be pretty frustrating
Oh,
too.
yeah,
At the same
okay.
time, because you be like,
Yeah.
this is like, wait a minute. Oh, that probably would be a headache. Oh,
I I also think that I don't like the fact that Path to Exile, like I I didn't really like how the fact that I don't really like Diablo games as well, like Nathan, but like I have literally fallen asleep while playing Diablo 3, while playing
mm.
with my brother, because my brother loves Diablo games, and I like to play games with him, but I could not beat Diablo 4 story. I have yet to finish it, and there are 4 seasons ahead. I have to go back. Mostly, to be fair, I'm not blaming Taylor and Grant, but I literally have to play the beginning like 4 different times.
Yeah, that's a rough one there.
Yeah,
Diablo. I should. That was. There has been it hadn't been many times to where I waste $70. I wasted 70 there.
What the
Maybe one day I'll come back, but
yeah,
that was a waste of 70. We played it. I literally played it once. Had a good time. I won't hold you. I've had a very good time playing it, but that was a 70 that was just wasted.
yeah.
Mm. Um,
Uh,
After
yeah.
that, Until Dawn.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Until Dawn Remastered.
uh,
what
we
what
streamed that.
which is can you give me the not the TLDR but like the brief set because I always forget which survival horror game is which one. Is
Yeah,
that the
I know.
Wendigo one?
Yes,
Yes.
it
Okay.
is that one. It is very good. Had a good time with it. I would actually buy this again because the first one I just got free because it was on PlayStation Plus. But I would play it again and try the different story. Like, do something
Did you
completely
try to
different.
get a perfect? Did you ever get a perfect ending?
Oh no, no, no. We do it one time. I wouldn't mind playing Detroit Become Human again. Because I just do one playthrough and that's it, and like
Can
just a ride.
can I interject really quick?
Mm-hmm.
What? So I remember Detroit Become Human came out. A bunch
Uh-huh.
of people played it. I thought it was like positively like received. I remember
Mm-hmm.
watching them seem cool. And
Mm-hmm.
anytime I see discourse about it now, it's like, man, this was like so corny, dude. Like what were they doing, man? Like this game was so like so
Really?
bad. But like multiple like Twitter like
It's weird people.
not I don't know threads, but like just like references and posts saying that like how different things in it were corny, and maybe they were just pointing out specific corny things that happened to it, right? But it seemed like I
I
was like, wait,
think
I thought this was like a pretty decent game.
I
The
think they're
thing is, like,
using
they do that for
today's stuff with it.
the
Okay,
thing is they
okay.
do that for all their games. And so the people that made Detroit Become Human also made Heavy Rain and another game. I forget. It's
Which
like
I
a
still
spirit
can't. I
game.
gotta play Heavy Rain. I still haven't
Yeah,
played that.
they made Heavy Rain and another game that's almost the same thing. And I'm like, people shit on Heavy Rain for the same reason. And but at the
Mm-hmm,
original when it first came out, I said, "Oh wow, it has so much you can do and all this, and this."
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm like, in my opinion, I'm like, I mean, call it corny now. Yeah, that's like after the fact. I mean, it was they did have the revolution at the
Yeah,
in the
people
middle of the
don't.
game.
I have seen people talk about that portion, and
Yeah.
if you
Maybe
think
that's
about
just
it,
what I could just be what it was. People didn't like that it was like an all like a allegory to racism or whatever it was.
right? Because I'm looking at this guy right here talking about on Reddit, and this is 4 months ago, and he finds it atrocious. But at the
Oh,
exact same time, he's talking about like why is there politics all of a sudden always in our games? And there's this guy that's literally talking below is like, dude, back then this was just a normal game. Like
mm.
if you put it in today's context, it seems like it's more like, oh, we have protesting and we have all of these other different things,
It's
which
like
is
none of that
now
existed when that game came out, but maybe it just wasn't.
it just
It
probably
just
wasn't in the
wasn't as
forefront.
prominent right now.
Yeah, like you know, we was kind of chill because what Until Dawn. I don't even remember when Detroit Become Human even came out. Let me see.
I definitely remember it was in the Trump era. It was definitely during the Trump era.
It was during the Trump era, so maybe it
Yeah.
actually is maybe a little bit more. But I see this one. This guy played it 4 months ago. Oh, this is 2018. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it
I
is
mean,
more
but it wasn't
politicky
like
than what I thought it was.
but
But I enjoyed it.
the thing is that it was they made that game for so long. That game will they take a long time to make those games because
Hmm.
between Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human, I think those are only like games that they made in between the time. You can look it up, but it took them a while. So, but until by the way, Until Dawn is not made by the same people. Um, Supermassive Games they do have games that are similar to Until Dawn that they've been making, but they're not as successful as Until Dawn
Mm.
as was.
Oh, the
But
game you're thinking about is Beyond Two Souls. I haven't played that
oh yeah,
either.
Beyond Two Souls. But
But yeah, I enjoy Detroit Become Human. Although I do enjoy the whole like the robots. Are they going to kill us? Are they not? Like like I enjoy that. That's why I kind of hate sometimes when Terminator can't be that great of a franchise. Like we
Mhm.
can do the one, two,
oh,
three so good, but every single time, dude, we take it to we take it to the brink and then we just toss it out. Like I I don't
can
know.
I'm gonna say something. I actually liked. I think it was Armageddon, where it was the one where, not Armageddon. It's not Armageddon. It's
Are you
where
talking
like
about Salvation?
it was where Sarah Connors was trained before, and like the guy went back in time, and her thing was to save him. I actually liked that one.
Is that Dark Fate? I haven't seen that one actually. So
I
I
think it
can't.
was Dark Fate.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
was
the one
Dark
that
Fate.
came out in 2019. I did not see this one because I just thought it was so corny. I was I was like, so
The,
wait, Sarah Connor
no,
is
no, no,
now the
no, no,
one
no.
going
This is
back.
not. It's not Dark Fate. It's not Dark
It's
Fate.
not Dark Fate. Okay, okay.
It's
Because
the one before Dark Fate. I think it is Salvation.
is this? Oh, dude, don't you even get me started. I have seen
Oh no, no,
Salvation.
no, no, sorry, it's not
Okay,
Salvation.
because I was about to.
It's Genesis. It was Genesis. Genesis.
Genesis, let me see this. If I can if I've seen this
I
one.
personally like this one. It
Oh
was a good.
no,
I like this one. I
no, this was
know.
so bad.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, we're not about to talk about this because this will lead us down a rabbit hole of dude. Because I haven't seen every single version in a while, and Terminator has so many. You want to talk about time skipping and when they do time, it's just all kind of weird. Terminator series is exactly that, but I feel as if Terminator 1, 2, and 3 all good, right? Because we get to see the fall, we get to see the whole thing. Like they send one back, and then Arnold's there, and then now Arnold's trying to save the two. Like I get that. After that, dude, we've lost the plot. Was it not Salvation? I think Salvation was the fourth one, wasn't it?
Salvation is the fourth one. Yeah.
Dude, so bad. Dude, the idea. Let me not. Next topic. We're moving on.
Okay. Well, let's
Until
finish.
Dawn is gonna be amazing.
Okay, let's just quickly go through the last couple games because it's oh you might be down to talk about the one the alien one, but let's go through these other ones. These are other ones I don't really not care about.
Uh-huh.
Where the Wind Meets, it's an open world RPG. That's interesting.
Yeah, it
Um,
looks interesting.
Infinite Nikki. I think that's what you say it. All right. So this shit, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with the stuttering? She looks so fucking stiff while she walks in that trailer. Look at the trailer and tell me that she doesn't look stiff.
I mean, she does look stiff, but I'm just gonna chalk it up to just an indie game, and it just might not be for us. But like,
Do we know it's an indie game? Is it actually an indie game?
it has to be because I don't know if there's
Why is PlayStation putting out on their fucking mainstream shit then?
what no what look they put indie games out all the time. PlayStation does.
I don't
They
think this
put
is
it
an
on their
indie
main
game.
show. This is just a filler, like, hey, let's pat that
This
time up
is
a little
not an
bit.
indie game. This can't
That
be an
is
indie. I
100%
think
indie.
I think it's a new company, or it's a company that already
Let
makes
me see
games.
here.
Paper Games. Okay, it's made by the publisher and developers. Paper Games. Paper Games has made other games before.
This is an indie company.
It's not an indie company.
It's an indie company. There's no doubt in my mind. This is an indie company. 110% is an indie company. Okay, wait, no. It might just be a very small company.
It's a
So it's a
small
video game
company. You can't
publisher and
call it indie.
developer in Suzhou, Jiangsu,
Whoa, whoa,
China.
whoa.
So
It
it
looked like
is. It's a
not to be
very
racist,
small
but it did
company.
look like a Chinese game.
Oh, okay. Let's simmer down.
Yeah.
It is, it
Okay,
is
but
a very small company. I'm gonna call it an indie game. Maybe a double
I-
A game if we don't want to
It's
call it
double A.
indie.
Double A.
Double
Fine.
A.
It's a double. This is
The
double though.
rare double A usage.
There was some money that could have been added into this to maybe make it a little clean or something. But
This is for their audience. This is
oh,
just
look at
what
this
read.
title, dude. PlayStation's open world fashion adventure game is a genre I didn't know I needed.
Okay,
Wait,
Save
open
the
let's
world
move
world
on. Let's
and
fashion?
move
look
on.
good in it.
Okay, Ballad of Antara, which is another looks like another double A
He's
game
had too much,
personally.
Nikki. Oh, Ballad
Um,
of that one looks kind of interesting.
yeah.
I
Next,
I don't know how I feel about that one because it like there's gameplay and I kind of was like, oh wait, is this a Souls kind of game or is it just a I don't know because you get a character and a boss on the screen together for a
The
brief
Souls game.
second.
GG.
Oh, it's a Souls game. Like
He did a roll.
it
He
says
did a
Souls
roll.
rolled.
like. They said it's a Souls like.
They say it's a Souls like okay, yeah, that one looked pretty cool.
Yo, what
Oh,
about that crab game? The
the
crab
crab
souls
game.
like.
That's not on the. That's against the plot right
Yo,
now.
boy, that's
I
out
know what you're
already,
talking
right?
about though. I know what you're talking about.
Another
I haven't
man's
seen that one.
shell? What is it called?
But
Another man's.
um
What is it?
also where the wind meets, we didn't get much time. That one also seems kind of Souls like you when I saw it. I don't know if that one
I
truly
said it was an
is.
open. It just says it says Waxia style open world action RPG. I don't know what Waxia is. Waxia. Wuxia.
Wait, how do you spell that?
I put it in the chat.
I've not heard of that either.
Exotic.
Oh, it's a Chinese fighting style for martial
Oh
art.
well, dude.
Oh.
Well, I guess they're they bolstering their Chinese studios or something. I guess. But yeah,
They
both of
should have
those
showed
look
off
very
Black
interesting.
Wukong then. They should have showed off the Wukong game then instead. Like,
Yeah, they. I don't know that. Well, yeah, that's not on P. I don't think that's on PlayStation. I think it's just only on PC.
oh, okay.
I don't know if it is or
Next.
not actually, but yeah.
Okay. Next game, I know you're probably interested in this, Taylor.
Oh no.
Aliens Rogue and Kurtu. Wait, really? Oh, it's a
Nope.
PS2 VR
It
game.
is VR2. You won't catch me
Dude,
on that one, boys.
that's perfect.
What do you mean, Taylor? I thought you were
Dude,
gonna play
right
the
after the
VR so
Resident
you can
Evil
play
VR.
Yeah, you won't catch me
Perfect.
on that
That
one,
is
fam.
perfect. Add that to the
Yep.
VR list right
I
after
still got to
Resident Evil
play.
VR.
Well, when me and Tiny get to Resident Evil 6, then we can move to 7. You see, we're going in order. You know, we got to
Oh,
have
yeah,
some
no,
Oh,
that's
decorum.
okay.
fine. As long as you like reconfirm that you're gonna do it, like in VR, as you said.
I might not do it
So,
in VR. I might just have to play it,
mm,
but
Okay.
we'll skip that one. That's Alien Rogue and Kurt. Nobody needs it right now. Behemoth is think wasn't that the last one? I
Yeah, that's the
think.
last game. It's another
Um
VR game though.
yeah, but it looks pretty amazing. Um but at the exact same time, I don't think there was actually any gameplay in it, but
Yeah,
it
it's
looked
pre-rendered.
crazy. So looks pretty cool. The weird thing is I feel as if like I don't know. Like, at the same time I don't watch like cable television. So I don't know if they're like really pushing the PlayStation VR too heavy. But all the PS2 VR2 I said PS2 VR2. PSVR2 games. Their trailers and even the gameplays look like they've gotten so much better. Like even the Horizon one, it looks immaculate. But I
yeah,
just
that one.
don't know if it's worth that kind of money. It's just too much money, man. I hope that we get to a point to where VR doesn't cost as much. But I feel like the only way we can get to that point is if everybody actually just hops into VR.
Mm.
And if that never happens, then we're just gonna be busting our heads for it. Because with the PlayStation VR, I can't use it on Steam. So it's kind of like, okay,
Oh
well,
no, they made it compatible. You can. It's like an
oh, it's
update.
compatible now?
It said they say you can use the VR headset on the
Oh, I might have a
on
new
your
wish list then.
PC.
Hold on. If that's the case, I might actually because like if I could use it like on VR chat, that would right there, that immediately is like, oh, hold on,
Oh,
I
so
have
we get
something
him in
here.
for the VR chat. All right.
Oh, VR
All
chat is
right. We got
pretty
him.
amazing, I must say.
Uh,
Yeah.
well,
Uh
yeah.
oh.
So there was another game that didn't like. It was one of those old games that already showed up. But Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4 or
Mm.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero had an announcement trailer too. They were showing off that the fusions are in the game, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, that is
Is it?
pretty good.
Is it? Do you say or? Like the name's not decided yet?
It's Sparking Zero, but Sparking is the official name of the series that was
Mhm.
Budokai Tenkaichi.
Mhm.
It's just that that was a Japanese version. We call it here Budokai Tenkaichi,
Gotcha.
but Sparking Zero is having these fusions in it. We already knew that. We basically knew these characters were going to be in it, but they confirmed that Universe 6 characters are in it, which we didn't know about. Like Khalifa and Kefla and them are in the game.
No
Oh,
is.
So
Hmm.
that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
dope. But yeah,
But
that was just
there you go, Justin. There's play to play for you.
mm-hmm.
Pretty lit.
Warframe got a update coming in mid June.
oh,
Uh
fun.
their first cinematic story since like for a Warframe in a minute.
We're getting the
Nice.
continuation of that 19 something something.
We're gonna know what you remember how like in the story Stalker was kind of being like was helping us out in the new war.
Yeah.
We're gonna
No.
have his point of view of what happens after.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Well,
that new
well,
Warframe.
actually, my stalker was helping us.
Yeah, you remember we got the bow.
Oh, that's
The
true.
super- Yeah,
That just-
but
oh, that's right. Super powered well.
yeah. So
Oh, I
the new
guess
war.
he's like the stalker's. I see. I see. That's right. It's like his son, right? Some shit.
What
The big
the
guy,
new
the big
Warframe?
like fish guy, not
Oh no
fish
no
guy.
no. So the Stalker was a Warframe,
Mm.
right? But he got back control, and so he just starts hunting Tennos. And the guy who was talking was
Hunch
the
something.
Hun Hao.
Yeah, that's
Hun Hao is the father of Nata, which is Lotus,
right. All right.
and
Yeah.
the other guy who's technically is alive right now, but he's like being weird.
Hmm.
Who's it? Who else? Who's the other guy?
I don't remember his name.
Okay.
I have to look at it to
He's
remember
off
it.
on his own thing.
He's the reason why we have to like every week we have to hunt like the things that we fought in the story.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's doing his own thing right now. He's still in control of like the fact. It's because there's technically he owns the faction that has like the mask that mind controls people.
Oh, still going
He's
on.
still
Yeah.
alive. Yeah. So that's happening. So right now we're we're gonna be playing as we're gonna be getting a story about the stalker and the Warframe that's coming out that with this update is actually connected to stalker. All her weapons are like good versions of the stalker weapons.
Oh, like her
Like
abilities are stalker weapons.
her abilities are support, but her support like they saying that people are like getting her early impression of her abilities because they showed them off recently, and
Mhm.
they said she might be busted.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's going on. What's going on? Warframe, they're getting a new skin for Ember, an heirloom skin. We talked about this before the
Mm,
podcast. The original heirlooms were ab- abhorrently overpriced. They were the price of a triple A game, which is insanity. So, and they are lowering the price now to a more reasonable price for the skin, and you can buy it in game. And in fact, a cool story was that they bought the skin idea from a fan who released it,
boy, that's really cool.
and then yeah, that fan was a little. They did put in the work for that fan. Definitely took some inspirations from some other Warframes when making that skin. I'm just gonna say that. Not gonna get into much details. If y'all want to look it up, y'all can. Heirloom Ember is the name. The devs were a little excited, too excited, not gonna lie, when showing it off. But yeah. Uh, so yeah, that's what's going on with Warframe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wasn't any? I know. Destiny's next expansion is coming out soon. It's coming out on Tuesday. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
me and Taylor are gonna try to play through the story. Um, and then I'm gonna watch Dado do the newest raid, and hope he gets world first finally
Is that Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Friday.
But
Okay.
yeah, and if you do it within 48 hours, you can still get the emblem or the little emblem that comes with
Uh,
it.
Guys, I think we should go for Will first.
Michael, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
My fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down, but y'all ain't serious.
Taylor, stop it.
My fault.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want to hear either. I don't want to hear
Taylor's yeah, I'd
either.
be in there. I'd be in
but
there.
y'all ain't
Shut
serious.
up.
Y'all are not serious.
You're not serious, Taylor.
I'm serious. We don't have 6 people to be serious about. If we had 6 people, I would dead serious make it my life's mission to get it done. I just don't think we were serious enough. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, also on Friday, Summer Games Fest begins. Very first day. That's 3 my time or 4 o'clock East.
What time
No.
is it? What does it say? Like on the official time?
Oh, I have no clue. I'm going off memory. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Summer Games Fest. Um, come on, it's got a fancy little load. June 7th. 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. So it kicks
Oh.
off at the YouTube Theater. Look at that.
Mm.
So should be a whole lot of stuff getting talked about and dropped, and then what next week we get the Xbox Game Showcase with the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct. Like, why is there just a Direct on only Call of Duty? But I'll take it. So yeah,
Because
that'll be pretty
is
lit.
the reason why they bought fucking Activision for $69
Oh,
billion and then fired 2 fucking companies. No, 4 companies.
yeah. Hey, capitalism's at work.
Jesus,
But yeah,
fucking
I think
idiots.
it's gonna be a pretty decent week. Should be interesting.
Previously, actually, before this week, there was I'm obviously right now been in a lot of Warhammer. They have announced a bunch of games for Warhammer, and the next big game that they announced for Warhammer is Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
Whoa.
It looks good. Like that
Hmm.
game looks good. Taylor, look up the trailer of that game. Me and Grant are so hyped for that game. I need to upgrade my PC for that game if I want to play on PC. It's that good.
That good.
Like it's looks amazing. But yeah, that game might be a game that you would probably be interested. Honestly, it's a game that you might be interested in. Um, but then again, I don't know. I haven't seen you ever play like a not hack and slash per se, but like a third person adventure game.
No,
It's kind of
not when it's just kind of like. See, this I don't see. I don't ever want to like say that this is kind of a horror mode-ish game because I don't feel like it is, but it almost looks like it sometimes. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, I mean that's fair. It is kind of like, because we're fighting like a bunch of like
Yeah, but
the
there
alien
seems to be
race.
story or something here, even though it
It's
seems like it
definitely
never progresses. But I mean, there seems to be a
well, no.
story.
The thing is, the 40K story, the any game story is technically canon, and it's technically is progressing. It's just not the main story of the universe. Like it's not gonna progress the universe. You know,
Hmm.
there is a story, and it sort of matters, but it doesn't matter in the universe in the grand scheme of things because
Oh yeah.
the whole entire 40K stuff is just a grand universe, and this is just like a small battle in it.
I believe it.
Just one drop in the big.
hmm But
Yeah,
one
one
drop of
drop
the
in the
battle,
Emperor's freaking grail.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
graveyard.
Graveyard.
but yeah, I'm hyped for it. Me and Grant are hyped for it, but I'm excited for it. But I think we can start heading to the closing of this episode because it's been about an hour, more than an hour, and I think we're kind of unless we want to talk about my opinion on Terminator Genesis.
No.
And the reason,
I don't want to talk about Terminator. And I truly don't, because it just
Taylor,
infuriates me. It's
I will
not
say,
worth.
can I at least defend why I like
Oh
the
no, yeah,
movie?
you go ahead. I'm not even criticizing you. You I'm not gonna give my opinion one way on podcast. I'll fuck it. That will
Yeah.
lead into.
Anyone who believes that I got a
No,
bridge
well,
in
I do want to
California to
know.
sell later.
I
I'm
do want to
not
know.
doing it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do
No,
it.
Taylor, I do. I am curious, like, why you hate Genesis.
I just
We
not.
don't,
We're not gonna get into that.
Taylor.
Because I
If
need
I
to
get
no. I will play a little bit of this. I need no. I I I need to focus on whatever I got going. We are not talking about Terminator. Terminator does not even deserve that kind of amount of time that I got to put into that. Anyway, go ahead if you want
And
to talk about
honestly,
this.
when we really
Go
think about it,
ahead.
Terminator went down after Salvation. During
It did.
it went down. It went so downhill. They go like it's crazy.
The
So
way it
Genesis,
ended, dude, the way Salvation
And
ended.
there we go.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, Ryan. This is my bad. Go ahead. I'm done.
I'm
I
not
am not
gonna.
talking about it. I am done. I am so
I'm
done.
not gonna
We're
talk
not
about
talking
it
about.
because
We're not talking about Terminator. It is not worth
let's
my
just end it.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
All
worth my
right.
time.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We have this was a fun one.
Pleasure as always.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks, hopefully. And uh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And hit that noti bell to get notified when
Smash
next.
that bell. Obliterate it.
And leave some
Mhm.
questions below. Justin,
There is
if you're
nothing
here.
remaining. Ah, yes. Justin.
Yes.
We know
Uh,
Grant's our true #1 fan. Grant will
True.
hear all
yeah.
this.
Mhm.
Shout
He
out to
called
Grant.
me out. He called me out after I mentioned him about that one thing in the Spotify league.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
for your
remember.
Spotify
Yeah.
based.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Any closing remarks from the other host?
Call your mom. Say what's up. I love you, mom. Have a good day.
Yeah. Yeah. Just remember that family is some of the most important things you got. And even
Sure
if you
it
don't
is.
have family, talk to your extended family. And if you don't have extended family, talk to your friend family. If you
I
don't have friend
discovered.
family, um, talk to your dog.
What if you don't
If
have
you
a
don't have a
dog?
dog,
Get a dog.
Then get a dog. I don't know.
Or get friends?
Yeah, your friends can be your dog. There you go.
That sounds
Boom.
Yep. All right.
okay.
I found some
Tail-
amazing new sriracha called Melinda's Sriracha. It's sponsoring
Yeah.
us for $7,000 to say this in this podcast.
Try
No,
Melinda's
no,
Sriracha.
no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're
No,
not.
they're not. Wait, edit that out. Edit that out.
I can't. I'm not editing that out. I'm just gonna say it's
Anyway,
not.
it's
No.
tasty. I'm enjoying it quite a
Yes.
bit without a
I
sponsorship.
hopefully the sriracha doesn't run out because sriracha is like it was
Oh yeah,
becoming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Sriracha is like there's like a like a shortage happening recently.
Real?
For
What?
Forget
sriracha sauce. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So buy your
Huh.
sriracha now. Buy buy your
Oh my
sriracha
god.
before it gets out.
I'm
Go
sure that's what
Maybe
we're
start
not
hoarding
supposed
it.
to do. We're not supposed to
listen.
hoard sriracha. That's not what you're supposed to
Listen.
do in a shortage.
Listen.
Supply
Yes,
chain
you do.
issues. You don't know what's gonna be back. Gotta get them out
Oh
now.
my goodness.
Yeah, you gotta get the toilet paper,
True.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay.
Let's end it.
Get
Thanks for
active.
coming to the Road to Greatness podcast. Later.
GG's. Bye.
Towards this
Bye.
time. Goodbye.
Peace to the Middle East.
Peace and release.
All right, peace to the Middle East.
Okay, I'm going for it. We're going for it. We did it. Oh, what the? Okay. Michael just wrote. No, Michael, just go for the exit. Go for the exit. Go for the exit. Fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah, look at all those fucking enemies. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Michael, just get in the plane. No. Just get in the plane. It doesn't matter, dude. No, it doesn't.